Welcome to Ms. Fhuang English. If you want to speak English fluently, express yourself naturally, and sound more confident when you talk, you are in the right place. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me, what's the biggest challenge you face when speaking English? Is it finding the right words, thinking too slowly, or feeling nervous? I really want to know, so type your answer in the comments after watching. Now, let's begin today's episode of our Advanced English Listening and Speaking Practice podcast. This lesson will help you train your listening, speaking, and thinking all at the same time. By the end, you'll not only understand English better, but you'll also feel more natural when you speak. The problem many learners have. Let's be honest, many learners study English for years, but when it's time to speak, their mind suddenly goes blank. Has that ever happened to you? You want to say something simple, but the words just don't come out quickly enough. You know the grammar, you understand vocabulary, but speaking still feels slow or unnatural. That's because real fluency doesn't come from memorizing, it comes from practice, from using English every day, from hearing and repeating natural phrases. That's exactly what we'll do together here. In this series, we'll practice real, natural English conversations. You'll listen, shadow, repeat, and learn to speak like a native step by step. The power of thinking in English. Here's something important to remember. Fluency begins when you stop translating and start thinking directly in English. When you translate, your brain gets stuck. You think in your native language first, then try to change it into English. That delay makes you sound slow and unsure. But when you think in English, words flow naturally. For example, if someone asks, "How was your day?" Instead of translating from your language, you instantly think and respond in English. "It was good. I finished my work early and I had time to relax. Let's try that together." Imagine I ask you, "How was your day?" Now say it out loud. "It was good. I finished my work early and I had time to relax." Good. Try again with a small change. "How was your day?" "It was busy. I had a lot to do, but I'm happy it's over." Do you see how natural that sounds? That's how native speakers talk, simple, clear, and full of feeling. Shadowing practice. Now, let's do some shadowing together. Shadowing means listening and repeating at the same time. It trains your brain, your mouth, and your ears to work together like a native speaker. I'll say a short paragraph. You'll repeat it after me, or even better, with me. Ready? Let's begin. I want to speak English fluently. I want to express myself clearly and confidently. I know it takes time and practice, but I believe I can do it. Now, repeat it one more time. I want to speak English fluently. I want to express myself clearly and confidently. I know it takes time and practice, but I believe I can do it. Excellent. When you practice this way, your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence will grow naturally. Story practice, a simple daily conversation. Now, Let's practice through a short, natural conversation. This story will help you understand how real people speak in daily life. Anna: "Hey James, how's it going?" James: "Hi Anna, I'm doing great. How about you?" Anna: "Not bad. I had a really busy morning, but now I'm feeling better." James: "Yeah, mornings can be crazy sometimes. Did you get everything done?" Anna: "Almost. I still have a few emails to reply to, but I'll finish them later." James: "Nice. Are you free this afternoon? Maybe we can grab some coffee." Anna: "That sounds great. I could really use a break." This is how English speakers talk in real life: short sentences, natural rhythm, relaxed tone. Notice that they don't use difficult words. They just speak simply and smoothly. Now, let's shadow that dialogue together. Repeat after me line by line. "Hey James, how's it going?" "Hi Anna, I'm doing great. How about you?" "Not bad. I had a really busy morning, but now I'm feeling better." "Yeah, mornings can be crazy sometimes. Did you get everything done?" "Almost. I still have a few emails to reply to, but I'll finish them later." "Nice. Are you free this afternoon? Maybe we can grab some coffee." "That sounds great. I could really use a break. Good job." Now, think, how would you answer if your friend invited you for coffee in English? Would you say, "Sure, that sounds great," or maybe, "Sorry, I'm a bit busy today"? Write your answer in the comments below. How to sound natural when you speak. To sound fluent, you need 3 things. Natural speed. Don't speak too fast or too slow. Connected words. Native speakers connect words together, like gonna for going to, or wanna for want to. Emotion and tone. Use your voice to show feeling. Example: "I'm gonna grab some coffee." Try saying it naturally. "I'm gonna grab some coffee." This sounds friendly and real, right? It's how native speakers talk every day. Try repeating this 3 times. "I'm gonna grab some coffee. I'm gonna grab some coffee. I'm gonna grab some coffee." Good. Now, think of another daily activity and say it using gonna. For example, "I'm gonna watch a movie tonight." "I'm gonna call my friend later." "I'm gonna cook dinner soon." Can you think of one more? Type your sentence in the comments. Motivation for learners. Now, I want to remind you of something important. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to speak even when you make mistakes. Every time you practice, you get a little better. Every time you repeat, your English becomes a little more natural. And one day, you'll realize that you don't have to think anymore. English just flows. So keep going, keep listening, keep shadowing. You are improving every single day. I'm so happy you're here again. In the last episode, we talked about how to think in English and sound more natural when you speak. Today, in part 2, we'll go deeper. You'll learn how to keep conversations going smoothly, even when you're not sure what to say. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Ms. Fluent English, and comment below to tell me what kind of English conversations are most difficult for you. Talking to strangers? Speaking at work? chatting with friends? Share your thoughts, your answers. Help me make lessons that truly help you. The secret to natural conversation. Have you ever been in a conversation where it suddenly became quiet and you didn't know what to say next? That silence can feel uncomfortable, right? But here's the truth. Keeping a conversation going isn't about having perfect grammar or a big vocabulary. It's about connection, listening carefully, responding naturally, and showing interest. Let's look at a few simple tricks that native speakers use every day. Tip 1. Use short reactions to show interest. In English, we often use small phrases to keep the conversation alive. They're short, natural, and show that you're listening. For example, "Really? That's interesting." "No way. Wow, I didn't know that." "Oh, that sounds great." Let's try a quick listening and shadowing exercise. Repeat after me. "Really? That's interesting. No way. Wow, I didn't know that." "Oh, that sounds great." These short phrases make your conversations more alive and friendly. Imagine this short dialogue. "Emma, I started learning to play the guitar last month." "Liam, really? That's awesome. How's it going?" "Emma, it's fun, but my fingers hurt a lot." Liam, "Oh yeah, that's normal at first." Keep practicing, it gets easier. See how natural that sounds. Liam doesn't say long sentences. He reacts simply but warmly. Try shadowing that conversation now. "Really? That's awesome. How's it going?" "Oh yeah, that's normal at first." Keep practicing, it gets easier. Good job. Now, think, how do you usually show interest when someone talks to you in English? Share one short phrase you like to use in the comments below. Tip 2. Ask simple follow-up questions. One of the easiest ways to keep a conversation going is to ask another question. It doesn't have to be difficult. Here are a few examples. "Oh, really? What made you decide that? That's cool. How long have you been doing it?" "Interesting. What do you like most about it?" Let's look at another short conversation. Sophie, "I started a new job last week." Daniel, "Oh, really? What kind of job?" Sophie, "I'm working as a graphic designer at a small company." Daniel, "That's great. Do you like it so far?" Sophie, "Yes. Everyone's friendly, and the office is nice. This is a very natural, real-life exchange." Notice how Daniel keeps the conversation going just by asking small, curious questions. And then medias ways will in all word, all the rest hard to the past. And then finally, how possible, our dard learned it, that I started. Let's shadow this part together. "Oh, really? What kind of job? That's great. Do you like it so far?" You can use this structure in almost any conversation. Tip 3. Use filler phrases to think naturally. Sometimes, when we speak English, we need a moment to think. Native speakers do that too, but they don't stay silent. They use filler phrases, short expressions that give them time to think. Here are a few useful ones. "Well, let me think. That's a good question. I guess. Actually, These fillers sound natural and confident. For example, question, what's your favorite season? Answer, let me think. I guess I like spring the most. It's not too hot, not too cold. Or another example, question, why are you learning English? Answer, well, I want to travel more, and I also want to meet people from other countries. Now repeat those with me. Let me think. Well, I want to travel more. That's a good question. Good. These small fillers make your English sound relaxed and real. Tip 4. Add personal touches. Fluent English isn't just about words, it's about emotion and connection. When you share small pieces of your own life, conversations feel warmer and more interesting. For example, friend, I love watching movies on weekends. You, oh, me too. I usually watch something funny to relax. Or, friend, I hate waking up early. You, same here. I'm definitely not a morning person. Let's practice shadowing. Oh, me too. I usually watch something funny to relax. Same here. I'm definitely not a morning person. These small personal touches make your conversation sound natural, not robotic. Real-life practice scene. Now, let's combine everything into a short, natural conversation. Mia, hey, what do you usually do on weekends? Noah, let me think. I usually hang out with friends or go hiking. What about you? Mia, oh, that sounds fun. I like to stay home and watch movies. Noah, really? What kind of movies do you like? Mia, mostly comedies. I love laughing after a long week. Noah, same here. I watched a funny movie last night. It was hilarious. Now let's shadow that together, line by line. Hey, what do you usually do on weekends? Let me think. I usually hang out with friends or go hiking. What about you? Oh, that sounds fun. I like to stay home and watch movies. Really? What kind of movies do you like? Mostly comedies. I love laughing after a long week. Same here. I watched a funny movie last night. It was hilarious. Excellent. You just practiced a full, natural English conversation. Now, let me ask you, what do you usually do on weekends? I'd love to hear your answer in the comments. Motivation break. If speaking English feels hard sometimes, don't worry. Every conversation you practice builds your confidence. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about communicating, connecting, and enjoying the process. Every mistake you make is a step toward progress, so be proud of yourself for showing up and practicing today. I'm so happy you're here again, continuing your English fluency journey with me. In part 2, we learned how to keep conversations going naturally by using short reactions, filler phrases, and follow-up questions. Now, in part 3, we'll take a step back to the beginning and focus on one of the most important and sometimes scariest parts of speaking English, starting a conversation. Does this sound familiar? You want to speak English with someone, maybe a classmate, a colleague, or a traveler, but you freeze. You can't think of what to say first. Your heart beats fast. You worry. What if they don't understand me? What if I sound strange? Don't worry, that's completely normal. Even native speakers sometimes feel shy when starting a new conversation. But today, you'll learn how to begin confidently, sound friendly, and make a great first impression. Step 1. Use simple and natural openers. Many learners try to think of something big or clever to say, but you don't need that. In real life, conversations often start with simple greetings or short comments. Let's start with the most basic and natural greetings. Hi, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Hi there. These might seem basic, but they work everywhere at school, work, or even when traveling. The secret is not in the words, it's in how you say them. Use a warm, friendly tone and make eye contact if possible. Let's practice shadowing. Repeat after me. Hi, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Hi there. Good job. Simple, right? Now let's build from there. Step 2. Add a friendly comment or observation. Native speakers often follow a greeting with a short comment. It's a small detail that makes the conversation feel relaxed and natural. For example, hey, how's it going? It's such a nice day today, isn't it? Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Hey, you look busy, big project at work? Good morning. The coffee smells great today. These small observations give the other person something to respond to. Let's shadow a few examples together. Hey, how's it going? It's such a nice day today, isn't it? Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Good morning. The coffee smells great today. See how natural that feels? It's friendly, not forced. Try this. Think about one thing you could comment on in your environment right now, maybe the weather, the time of day, or how busy it is. What would you say to start a conversation? Write your idea in the comments. I'd love to read it. Step 3. Ask easy starter questions. Once you've said hello and made a small comment, you can ask a simple, open question. This helps the other person talk more and makes you sound confident and kind. Here are some great examples. How's your day going? What are you up to? Are you from around here? Do you come here often? Is this your first time here? These are natural, everyday questions that native speakers use all the time. Let's practice shadowing. How's your day going? What are you up to? Are you from around here? Is this your first time here? Now imagine you're meeting someone at a cafe, at work, or at a social event. Can you picture how you would say it? You can even practice in front of a mirror. It helps you get comfortable using English in real situations. Step 4. Share something about yourself. After you start the conversation, don't forget to share a little about yourself too. That's what makes the exchange feel balanced, not like an interview. For example, hey, I'm Anna. I just moved here recently. Hi, I'm Mark. I work nearby. Hey, I'm new here too, just checking this place out. These short introductions are friendly and natural. Let's combine everything into a small, realistic scene. You, hey, how's it going? Stranger, good, thanks. How about you? You? I'm good. Thanks. It's such a beautiful day today. Stranger. Yeah, finally some sunshine. You, I know, right? By the way, I'm Emma. I just started working nearby. Now, shadow that conversation with me. Repeat naturally. Hey, how's it going? I'm good, thanks. It's such a beautiful day today. I know, right? By the way, I'm Emma. I just started working nearby. Nice. That's a perfect way to start a friendly conversation in real life. Step 5. Practice open body language and tone. Fluent speaking isn't just about words, it's also about how you sound and look. When you speak English, your tone and body language tell people how you feel. Smile gently. Use a friendly tone. Relax your shoulders. Keep your body open, not closed or tense. Even small gestures like nodding or making eye contact can make your English sound more confident and natural. Here's something fun to try. Stand in front of a mirror and practice saying, "Hi, nice to meet you," in 3 different ways: shy, serious, and friendly. Notice how your body changes with your voice. Now, tell me in the comments which one felt the most natural to you. Step 6. Handling nervousness. Let's talk honestly for a moment. Even after learning phrases and practicing, you might still feel nervous when you start speaking. That's okay. Everyone does, even me, when I speak a new language. Here's a secret. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes from speaking. Every time you open your mouth, you get stronger. If your heart races, just take a slow breath and remind yourself this is practice. You're learning, not performing. Say to yourself softly, "I can do this. I just need to start." Let's practice together now. Repeat after me. I can do this. I just need to start. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to try. I'm learning, and I'm getting better every day. Good. That's the mindset of a confident English speaker. Mini practice scene. Let's listen to a short conversation between 2 people meeting for the first time. Alex. Hi there. How's your day going? Lily. Not bad, thanks. Just finishing some errands. How about you? Alex. Pretty good. I'm enjoying the weather. It's nice out today. Lily. Yeah, finally some sunshine after all that rain. Alex. I know, right? I'm Alex, by the way. Lily. Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Lily. Now let's shadow this dialogue together slowly. Hi there, how's your day going? Pretty good. I'm enjoying the weather. It's nice out today. I know, right? I'm Alex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Alex. That's a perfect example of how real people talk: friendly, natural, and simple. I'm so happy to see you continuing your English learning journey with me. In the last part, we talked about how to start a conversation with confidence, how to greet people, ask simple questions, and sound friendly. Today, in part 4, we'll learn how to respond naturally once the conversation begins. This is the part that really shows fluency. Because speaking English isn't just about knowing the right words, it's about how you react to what people say. So, let's dive in. Step 1. Listen before you speak. The first rule of responding naturally is very simple: listen carefully. Sometimes learners focus too much on what they'll say next, and they forget to really listen. But when you listen, you catch the other person's tone, emotion, and message. That helps you answer in a natural, warm way. Let's take a short example. A. I'm so tired today. I didn't sleep much last night. B. Good response. Oh no, that sounds rough. Did you have too much work? B. Bad response. You are tired? I am fine. Do you see the difference? The second answer sounds unnatural because it doesn't show connection or emotion. The first one feels human. It reacts to what the person actually said. So remember, before speaking, take half a second to listen and understand the feeling. Step 2. Use emotion, words, and reactions. Native speakers often respond with emotion first, not facts. They react to the feeling of what they hear. Here are some simple examples of emotional reactions. That's awesome. Oh no, really? Wow, that's surprising. That's great news. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That must be hard. Let's shadow these phrases together. That's awesome. Oh no, really? Wow, that's surprising. That's great news. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That must be hard. These short emotional phrases make your responses sound friendly and alive. Now let's put them into a short scene. A. I just got a new job. B. That's awesome. Congratulations. A. I lost my wallet yesterday. B. Oh no. That must be so stressful. A. My sister is getting married next month. Wow, that's great news. Did you notice how each response fits the feeling of what was said? That's how natural conversation works. Now it's your turn in the comments. Write one sentence that someone told you recently and how you responded. Let's see how natural you can make it. Step 3. Build on the topic. After reacting, add a short comment or a simple question. This keeps the conversation going smoothly. Let's look at an example. A. I just started learning French. B. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful language. What made you start learning? You see, the first part, oh, nice. That's a beautiful language, shows emotion. The second part, what made you start learning, keeps the conversation alive. Let's shadow that together. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful language. What made you start learning? Try another example. A. I went to the beach last weekend. B. That sounds fun. Who did you go with? Now shadow it. That sounds fun. Who did you go with? These small, natural follow-ups make your English feel fluent and connected. Step 4. Mirror and paraphrase. Here's another trick fluent speakers use. They mirror or paraphrase what they hear. That means repeating part of the sentence in your response. It helps show that you're listening and makes your reply sound smoother. For example, A. I'm thinking about moving to another city. B. Moving to another city? That's a big decision. Or, A. I love cooking Italian food. B. Italian food? Nice. What's your favorite dish to make? Let's shadow those lines together. Moving to another city? That's a big decision. Italian food? Nice. What's your favorite dish to make? Simple and natural. This mirroring technique makes your English flow better in real conversations. Step 5. Keep your tone natural. Sometimes learners worry about using perfect grammar, and their sentences become too stiff or formal. But in daily English, the tone is more important than the grammar. Here's what I mean. Instead of saying, I am very happy to hear that information, you can say, oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Or instead of, I do not have any idea, you can say, I'm not sure actually. Native speakers use contractions like I'm, don't, can't, and it's all the time. They make your speech sound relaxed and fluent. Let's practice shadowing some natural responses. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm not sure, actually. That's really cool. I totally get that. Good. Keep practicing those. The more you use them, the more fluent you'll sound. Step 6. Express empathy. Empathy means showing that you understand or feel what the other person feels. This is a big part of sounding natural and kind in English. Here are some simple ways to show empathy. I can imagine how that feels. That must be really exciting. I understand. That's not easy. Yeah, I've felt that way too. For example, A. I have an important interview tomorrow, and I'm nervous. B. I totally understand. That must be stressful, but you'll do great. Let's shadow that. I totally understand. That must be stressful, but you'll do great. These kinds of responses make you sound caring and confident. Now I want to ask you, when was the last time someone encouraged you in English? How did it make you feel? Tell me in the comments. Real practice conversation. Now, let's put everything together in one realistic conversation. Sophia, I stayed up all night studying for my test. Ethan, oh no, really? That must be exhausting. Yeah, I can barely keep my eyes open. Ethan, I can imagine. But hey, I'm sure you'll do great. You've been studying hard. Sophia, thanks. I hope so. Ethan, what subject is it? Sophia, biology. Ethan, biology? Nice. That's interesting. I liked it in school too. Now shadow the conversation with me. Oh no, really? That must be exhausting. I can imagine. But hey, I'm sure you'll do great. You've been studying hard. Biology? Nice. That's interesting. I liked it in school too. Perfect. That's how real, warm, and natural conversation sounds. Motivation for you. Fluency isn't just about perfect sentences. It's about feeling comfortable being yourself in English. It's okay to pause, to think, to laugh. English isn't only words. It's energy, tone, and emotion. So next time you talk to someone in English, try one thing. Listen, react naturally, and respond with feeling. Even a small wow or really makes a difference. You're learning not just to speak, but to connect. I'm so happy you're here for part 5 of our Speak English Fluently podcast series. You've already learned how to start conversations, keep them going, and respond naturally. Now, it's time to learn one of the most powerful secrets of fluent English rhythm: stress and intonation. This is what I like to call the music of English, because when you master the rhythm of English, you sound natural even if your grammar isn't perfect. Ready? Let's begin. Step 1. English has a natural rhythm. English is a stress-timed language, which means we don't stress every single word equally. Some words are strong, and others are weak. They flow like a song. Listen carefully. I want to go to the store. Not I want to go to the store. The rhythm sounds like da-da, da-da, da-da. Try it with me. I want to go to the store. Good. Now try another. She likes to read in the morning. She likes to read in the morning. Hear the beat? That's the rhythm that makes English sound alive. Step 2. Stress important words. In English, we usually stress content words, the words that carry meaning. For example, nouns: book, car, house. Verbs: go, eat, study. Adjectives: beautiful, tired, happy. Adverbs: quickly, slowly, always. We don't stress small words like the, to, in, or of. Let's practice. Sentence: I went to the park with my friends. Stressed words: went, park, friends. I went to the park with my friends. Now shadow that. I went to the park with my friends. That's natural English rhythm. Here's another one. Sentence: she's studying for an English exam. Stressed words: studying English exam. She's studying for an English exam. Try that too. She's studying for an English exam. Perfect. Step 3. Use intonation to show emotion. Intonation is how your voice rises and falls when you speak. It helps express emotion, attitude, and meaning. Let's try some examples. Rising intonation, when your voice goes up at the end, usually in questions. Are you coming? Do you like it? Now shadow it. Are you coming? Do you like it? Falling intonation when your voice goes down at the end, for statements or strong emotions. I'm so happy. That's amazing. Shadow it. I'm so happy. That's amazing. Neutral intonation, when your tone stays even, often for lists or explanations. I bought apples, oranges, and bananas. Shadow that too. I bought apples, oranges, and bananas. Your tone tells people how you feel, even more than your words do. Step 4. The secret of linking. When native speakers talk fast, they don't say every word separately. They link sounds together so it flows smoothly. For example, I want to eat it sounds like I want to eat it. Did you eat yet? Sounds like did you eat yet? What are you doing? Sounds like what you doing. Let's shadow those naturally. I want to eat it. Did you eat yet? What you doing? You don't have to use linking all the time, but understanding it helps you hear English better. And when you start using it, your speech becomes much more fluent. Step 5. The power of pausing. Fluent speakers don't rush. They pause naturally to sound confident and relaxed. Listen, I'm not sure about that. Well, maybe we can try again. You know, that's a really good point. Pausing makes you sound thoughtful and clear. You don't have to fill every silence with words. Let's shadow these together. I'm not sure about that. Well, maybe we can try again. You know, that's a really good point. Good. Remember, silence is part of fluency too. Step 6. Practice with a natural conversation. Let's see how rhythm, stress, and intonation sound in a real conversation. Ava, hey, are you free this weekend? Noah, I'm not sure yet. Why? Ava, there's a food festival downtown. It sounds really fun. Noah, a food festival? That sounds awesome. What time does it start? Ava, around noon, I think. You should come. Noah, I'd love to. Thanks for inviting me. Now shadow the key lines with me. A food festival? That sounds awesome. I'd love to. Thanks for inviting me. Notice the rhythm, the emotion, the rise and fall. That's how fluent English really feels. Step 7. Use music and movies for practice. You can improve your rhythm and intonation by listening to songs, movies, and shows. Try to repeat short lines like you're singing them. For example, from a movie, "You got this." From a song, "Don't Stop Believing." It's fun and it helps your tongue, your ear, and your brain work together. Fluency isn't only about grammar, it's about sound and flow. Motivation for you. If you've ever thought, "My accent is too strong," or "I'll never sound natural," please remember this. You don't need to sound like a native speaker to sound beautiful in English. You just need clarity, rhythm, and confidence. Every accent is unique. It tells your story. So instead of hiding it, make it musical. Add rhythm, add feeling, add you. When you speak from your heart, people listen no matter your accent. Practice challenge. Here's your challenge for today. Choose one short sentence, for example, "I'm going to the store later." Say it 5 different ways. Happy, sad, excited, surprised, tired. Listen to how your tone changes. That's the magic of English rhythm and emotion. I'm so glad you're here again for part 6 of our Speak English Fluently podcast. Today, we're going to talk about something every English learner faces, that scary moment when your mind goes blank. You forget a word. You don't understand what someone just said. You feel nervous and you freeze. Have you ever felt that way? If yes, you're not alone. Every learner, even advanced speakers, experiences that. But today, you'll learn how to stay calm, keep speaking, and sound confident, even when you don't have the perfect words. Let's begin. Step 1, don't panic. Take a breath. First rule, don't panic. When your brain freezes, It's not because you're bad at English, it's because you're human. Your brain just needs a second to catch up. So, what should you do? Take a small breath, smile, and give yourself a second before you answer. Let's practice that. Imagine someone asks, "So, what do you think about this idea?" Instead of panicking, say, "I'd rather waste that at Gever to see and like ask slash will is marmond a day to do." Well, that's an interesting question. Or, let me think about that for a second. You're not avoiding the question, you're buying time and sounding confident while doing it. Now shadow those with me. Well, that's an interesting question. Let me think about that for a second. Perfect. Step 2. Use fillers naturally. Native speakers use fillers all the time, not because they forget words, but because they're thinking. These small words make your speech sound more natural. Some common fillers include, well, let's see. Actually, let's practice them in real sentences. Well, I think it depends on the situation. I've never really thought about that. Let's see, maybe around 5 o'clock? It's not perfect, but it's okay. Actually, that's a really good point. Now shadow them one by one. These expressions make your English sound fluent and conversational just like native speakers. Step 3, when you forget a word. Forgetting a word is completely normal. Native speakers forget words too. The key is to explain around the word to describe it or use simple words instead. Let's say you forget the word fridge. You can say, the thing you keep food cold in. Or, the machine in the kitchen that's cold, for food. If you forget the word umbrella, say, the thing you use when it rains. Let's practice together. I'll describe it, and you guess the word. The thing you use to take pictures. Camera. The thing that wakes you up in the morning. Alarm clock. The place where you buy medicine. Pharmacy. See? You can communicate even without knowing every word. That's real fluency, not perfection, but clarity and creativity. Step 4. When you don't understand someone. This happens a lot. Maybe the person speaks too fast or uses slang. Instead of saying nothing, learn how to ask politely. Here are some natural ways. Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't catch that. What did you say? Could you repeat that more slowly? I'm not sure I understood. Can you explain it another way? Let's shadow those together. Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't catch that. What did you say? Could you repeat that more slowly? These phrases show you're confident and interested, not shy or confused, and most people will be happy to help you. Step 5. When you make a mistake. Here's something important. Fluent speakers make mistakes too. The difference is they don't stop speaking. If you say something wrong, just correct yourself naturally. For example, I went to the store yesterday. It's very fun, actually. It was fun. That's it. You don't need to apologize or get embarrassed. Just keep going. Try saying these with me. I went to the store yesterday. It's very fun, actually. It was fun. Great. That's how real conversation sounds natural, human, and confident. Step 6. Keep the conversation alive. When you feel nervous, sometimes your answers become too short. For example, "How was your weekend?" "Good." That stops the conversation. Instead, try to add a little more. "How was your weekend?" "It was good. I went to the park with my friends. The weather was nice." You don't need to say a lot, just 1 or 2 extra sentences. That keeps the rhythm of the conversation alive. Let's practice. I'll ask, and you answer with a full response. "How was your day?" Pause for learners to answer. Now, my answer. "It was busy but good. I had a lot of meetings, and then I watched a movie." See? That's natural English. Step 7. Stay relaxed with your body. Your voice isn't the only part of communication. Your body language matters too. When you smile, nod, or keep eye contact, you look confident even if your words aren't perfect. Try this next time you speak English. Stand tall. Breathe. Smile before you start talking. That small action sends a message to your brain. I'm ready. I can do this. Let's practice together. Take a deep breath. Smile. Now say, I can speak English with confidence. Again. I can speak English with confidence. Good. Remember that feeling. Step 8. Shadowing practice real conversation. Let's practice a short, real-life dialogue where one speaker doesn't understand everything but stays calm and confident. Anna. Hey, did you catch the new episode last night? Leo. Not really. Which one? Anna. The one about the detective in London. Leo. Oh, sorry. Could you say that again? Anna. The detective in London. The show on Netflix. Leo. Oh, right. Yeah, I saw it. It was great. Now shadow Leo's lines with me. Not really. Which one? Oh, sorry. Could you say that again? Oh, right. Yeah, I saw it. It was great. See how natural and relaxed that sounds? You don't need perfect grammar, just the right tone and confidence. Step 9. Real fluency mindset. Fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about communicating ideas, handling mistakes, and staying calm under pressure. When you forget something, smile and describe it. When you don't understand, ask politely. When you make a mistake, correct yourself and keep going. You're not just learning English, you're training your brain to think flexibly, like a real communicator. Step 10. Your challenge. Today's challenge. Have a short English conversation, maybe with a friend, online partner, or even with yourself. If you forget a word, don't stop. Describe it. If you make a mistake, correct it naturally. And if you don't understand something, ask politely. That's how you grow. Step by step, moment by moment. You've made it to part 7 of our Speak English Fluently series, and that means you're already doing something most learners never do. You're staying consistent. You're showing up, practicing every day, and training your brain to think in English. Today's topic is one of the most important skills for real conversations. How to express opinions and agree or disagree politely in English. This skill is powerful because it helps you sound confident, natural, and respectful, even when you don't share the same opinion. So, let's get started. Step 1. Expressing your opinion clearly. When someone asks, "What do you think?" don't just say yes or no. Share your ideas naturally. Here are some useful phrases to express opinions. I think, I believe, in my opinion, from my point of view, if you ask me. Let's practice them in sentences. I think learning English every day really helps. I believe speaking practice is the most important part. In my opinion, online lessons are very convenient. From my point of view, traveling is the best way to improve your English. If you ask me, confidence is more important than grammar. Now shadow those lines with me, slowly and clearly. Short pause for learners to repeat. Great! You sound natural. Step 2. Adding strength or softness to your opinion. Sometimes, you want to express your opinion strongly. Other times, you want to sound gentle and polite. Here's how you can do that. To make your opinion stronger, I'm completely certain that, there's no doubt that, example, he says that a shasting ride. I'm sure that practice makes a big difference. There's no doubt that listening daily improves your fluency. To make your opinion softer, I suppose, it seems like, maybe, example, he says that a shasting ride. I guess watching English movies can help a lot. It seems like more people are learning English online these days. When you speak English, it's important to adjust your tone depending on who you're talking to, friends, coworkers, or strangers. That's what makes your communication feel natural. Step 3. Agreeing naturally. When you agree with someone, don't just say yes. Use natural expressions to sound warm and fluent. Here are some ways to agree. That's true. I agree. You're right. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. That's a good point. Let's practice together. A. I think learning English through stories is fun. B. That's true. It really helps me remember new words. A. Listening every day helps with pronunciation. B. Exactly. I do that too. Now shadow these natural responses with me. That's true. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Nice job. These short responses make your English sound alive, not robotic. Step 4. Disagreeing politely. Sometimes you won't agree, and that's okay. The secret is to disagree politely so the conversation stays friendly. Here are polite ways to disagree. I see your point, but I understand what you mean, but I'm not sure I agree with that. That's an interesting idea, but I have a different opinion. I get what you're saying, but from my experience, let's see an example. A. I think grammar is more important than speaking. B. I see your point, but I think speaking helps you use grammar naturally. See how polite that sounds? No arguing, just calm, respectful communication. Let's shadow those polite disagreement phrases together. I see your point, but I understand what you mean, but I'm not sure I agree with that. Excellent work. Step 5. Showing interest in other people's opinions. When you ask others what they think, you show confidence and respect. It keeps the conversation going. Here are some natural ways to do that. What do you think? Do you agree? How about you? What's your opinion on that? Let's look at a short example. A. I believe speaking practice is more useful than writing. B. That's true. How about you? What do you think? By asking back, you make the conversation a real exchange, not just one-sided. Practice this pattern when you talk with friends or classmates. Step 6. Practice dialogue. Let's listen to a short, natural conversation. Lisa, I think studying with podcasts is really effective. Eric, yeah, that's true. I like listening when I walk to work. Lisa, same here. I guess it's easier to focus when you enjoy the topic. Eric, exactly. But I also believe talking to people in English is important. Lisa, I agree. In fact, that's how you really improve fluency. Now shadow their lines with me. Repeat naturally and try to match the rhythm of their voices. Yeah, that's true. Same here. Exactly. I agree. You're doing great. Your fluency is improving step by step. Step 7. Practice with your own opinion. Now it's your turn. Think about this question. What's the best way to improve English fluency? Take 30 seconds and say your answer out loud using what you learned today. Start with, I think, or in my opinion. Then, add a reason or example. Example, I think the best way to improve fluency is by speaking every day. Even short conversations help me think faster in English. Now it's your turn. Say it aloud right now. Pause. Great job! If you'd like, you can write your answer in the comments. I'd love to read your opinion. Step 8. Daily fluency mindset. Remember, fluent English is not about having a big vocabulary or perfect grammar. It's about confidence, connection, and clear communication. When you share your opinion politely and naturally, you show that you're not just learning English, you're living it. Every time you use phrases like, I think, I agree, I see your point, but you're building the habits of a fluent speaker, and the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Step 9. Your challenge. Here's your challenge for today. Find one English topic, maybe something simple, like is online learning better than traditional learning? Record yourself giving your opinion in English. Then, listen again and notice your tone, speed, and clarity. If you can, share your answer in the comments. I'd love to see what you think. I'm so happy you're here with me again for another part of our English fluency journey. You've already come so far, and today we're going to take your speaking skills even deeper. We'll talk about expressing opinions, giving reasons, and responding naturally in conversations, just like fluent English speakers do. Let's start with a simple question. What's something you care deeply about? Maybe it's protecting the environment, improving education, or supporting your family. Whatever it is, when you talk about what matters to you, your English becomes more alive. Now repeat this sentence after me. I believe that everyone should do their part to make the world better. One more time. I believe that everyone should do their part to make the world better. This kind of sentence helps you express your opinion clearly. It begins with, I believe that, a very natural and common phrase in English. Let's practice some more. I think education is the key to success. I feel that people should be kinder to one another. In my opinion, health is more important than money. All of these sentences express personal thoughts. But remember, fluent English isn't only about speaking, it's about connecting ideas smoothly. So let's add reasons. Try saying, I think education is the key to success because it gives people the power to change their lives. Do you hear the connection? You start with your opinion, then add because to explain why. That makes your speech richer and more natural. Now you try. Think about something you care about and make a sentence using I think or I believe, then add because. For example, I believe exercise is important because it helps me stay healthy and focused. Can you make your own? Say it aloud now. Good. Remember, speaking English fluently is about confidence, not perfection. It's okay if your sentence isn't perfect. The goal is to keep the flow going. Let's move on to agreeing and disagreeing, a very useful skill for conversations. When you agree, you can say, that's true. I totally agree with you. You're absolutely right. Or simply, I think so too. When you disagree politely, try these. I see your point, but I have a different opinion. That's interesting, but I'm not sure I agree. I understand what you mean, but I think... Notice how soft and respectful these sound. English speakers often use gentle language to disagree. This keeps conversations friendly and smooth. Let's practice a short dialogue. A. I think working from home is better than working in the office. B. That's interesting, but I prefer the office because I can focus better there. Now repeat after me, slowly. That's interesting, but I prefer the office because I can focus better there. Do you see how natural that sounds? You disagree, but politely. Now let's talk about expressing emotions, another key part of sounding fluent. When you're happy, you can say, I'm so glad. That's wonderful news. I feel amazing today. When you're sad, I'm feeling down today. I'm a bit upset. I just need some time to think. When you're surprised, really? No way. Are you serious? And when you're angry, but still polite, I'm not happy about this. I feel frustrated. This situation is upsetting. Notice that fluent speakers express emotions naturally without using complicated words. It's more about tone and feeling. Let's do a quick emotional shadowing practice. Repeat with the right feeling in your voice. Happy. I can't believe it. That's amazing. Sad. I really hoped things would be different. Surprised. Oh wow, I didn't expect that at all. Calm. It's okay. I'll handle it. Good. The more emotion you add, the more natural you sound in English. Now, Let's move to small talk short, friendly conversation used in daily life. Small talk is a big part of fluent communication. Here are some examples. How's your day going? It's a beautiful day, isn't it? What do you usually do on weekends? I love your shirt. Where did you get it? These questions help you connect with people and show friendliness. Try this. Imagine you're meeting someone new at a cafe. You smile and say, "Hi, how's your day going?" Then they reply, "Pretty good, thanks." And you? You answer, "I'm doing great, thanks. I just came here to relax and have some coffee." This simple exchange can build confidence and connection. Now let's add more practice. I've been learning English lately. What about you? It's nice to meet someone who enjoys learning languages. I like your energy. You seem like a positive person. See? You're not only practicing English, you're practicing connection. Let's pause for a quick reflection. How do you feel about speaking English now? Does it feel a little easier, more natural? If you said yes, that's wonderful. You're growing step by step. Here's your mini speaking challenge for today. Talk to yourself for 2 minutes in English. Choose a topic, maybe your goals, your family, or your favorite movie. Record your voice if you can, then listen again. Notice your pronunciation, rhythm, and flow. You don't need to sound perfect. You just need to sound real. Before we close today's part, remember this. Fluency is not about knowing every word. It's about using the words you know confidently, naturally, and with heart. So keep going, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. In the next part, we'll explore how to tell stories in English, the secret to sounding truly fluent and captivating in conversation. If you're enjoying this podcast, please like this video, subscribe to Ms. Fluent English, and share your thoughts below. What topic do you want to practice next? I love reading your comments and learning about your journey. Thank you for learning with me today. Take a deep breath, smile, and say this with me. I'm improving my English every day. I'm so proud of how far you've come. You've been practicing, listening, repeating, and most importantly, believing in yourself. That's what fluency is built on, belief and consistency. In this part, we're going to focus on one of the most powerful skills in communication storytelling. Being able to tell stories in English makes you sound natural, confident, and interesting. It's how native speakers connect with people, share experiences, and express emotions. So, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you told someone a story in English? Maybe it was about your day, your childhood, or something funny that happened recently. If you haven't done that yet, don't worry. After today, you'll know exactly how to do it. Let's start simple. Every good story has 3 parts: a beginning, a middle, and an end. Here's a short example. Last weekend, I went to the beach with my friends. The weather was perfect sunny, but not too hot. We played volleyball, swam in the sea, and took a lot of photos. But the best part came at sunset. We sat quietly, watched the sky change colors, and talked about life. It was one of those moments I'll never forget. See how natural that sounds? It's not complicated. It's real, emotional, and easy to follow. Now, let's break it down. The beginning, set the scene. Say when and where something happened. Last weekend, I went to the beach with my friends. The middle, tell what happened. We played volleyball, swam in the sea, and took a lot of photos. The end, describe how it ended or how you felt. We watched the sunset and talked about life. It was unforgettable. That's it. Simple and clear. Now, let's practice together. Repeat after me slowly. Last weekend, I went to the beach with my friends. We played volleyball and swam in the sea. The sunset was beautiful. I'll never forget that moment. Good. Feel the rhythm. That's how fluent English flows. Now let's make it more advanced by adding details and emotions. You can use words like actually, honestly, to be honest, or you won't believe this. For example, honestly, I didn't expect the beach to be so peaceful. You won't believe this, but we saw dolphins near the shore. Adding these expressions makes your story sound more alive, more human. Let's try another story together. I still remember my first job interview. I was so nervous that I could hear my heart beating fast. When I walked into the room, I forgot everything I planned to say. But then, the interviewer smiled at me, and I started to relax. I talked about my passion for learning and helping people. In the end, I got the job. That day, I learned that confidence grows when you face your fears. How did that sound to you? Natural? Motivational? Real? That's the kind of English you want to practice, English that tells who you are. Now, let's focus on connecting sentences smoothly. Native speakers use small words and expressions to keep their stories flowing. Here are some useful connectors. After that, a few minutes later, suddenly, luckily, unfortunately, in the end, let's practice. Yesterday, I was cooking dinner. Suddenly, the power went out. Luckily, my phone had a flashlight. I finished cooking in the dark, and honestly, it was kind of fun. Now, you try making your own short story using at least 2 of these connectors. Pause for a moment, think of something from your life, and say it out loud. It could be something simple like, last night I couldn't sleep. After that, I watched a movie. In the end, I fell asleep around 2 a.m. See, that's a real story, short, simple, and fluent. Now, let's talk about feelings. A good story isn't just about what happened, it's about how you felt. For example, I felt so happy. I was really scared. I couldn't stop laughing. I was surprised. Let's combine that with our storytelling. When I finally reached the mountaintop, I felt so proud of myself. When the lights went out, I was really scared at first, but then it became an adventure. Every emotion makes your English more powerful and personal. Here's your next speaking challenge. Tell a 1-minute story about something memorable from your life, a trip, a funny moment, or something you learned. Start with one time or I remember when. Use connectors like after that, suddenly, or in the end. And don't forget to share your feelings. You can even write it in the comments below if you'd like. I'd love to read your stories. Now, let's talk about the tone, how your voice sounds when telling a story. Fluent speakers don't use a flat voice. They go up and down, showing emotion. Let's practice tone with this short story. Repeat after me, with feeling. One morning I woke up late. I rushed to get ready, grabbed my bag, and ran to catch the bus. But when I arrived, the bus had just left. I couldn't believe it. I had to walk all the way to work. Honestly, it was a tough morning, but I laughed about it later. Did you notice how the voice changes? It rises when something exciting happens and softens when we reflect. That's what makes your English sound alive. Finally, let me share one of my favorite truths about storytelling. Stories don't just teach language, they connect hearts. When you tell your story in English, you're not just practicing words. You're sharing a piece of yourself. You're saying, "This is who I am." So, tell your stories with pride. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, your emotion and authenticity will always shine through. In the next part, we'll go even deeper into how to sound fluent in real-life conversations. We'll learn how to respond quickly, keep the conversation going, and sound natural in any situation. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What's one story from your life that you'd like to share in English? Write it down in the comments below. If you're enjoying this journey, please like this video, subscribe to Ms. Fluent English, and share it with someone who's learning English too. Remember, every story you tell brings you one step closer to fluency. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. I'm so happy you're still here with me. You've made it this far, and that means something. It means you're serious about improving your English fluency. You're not just learning words. You're learning how to connect, how to express yourself, and how to think in English. In this part, we're going to focus on something very important: how to sound natural and confident in real conversations. We'll practice how to react, how to keep a conversation going, and how to use real-life expressions that native speakers use every day. Let's start with something simple. Imagine you're talking to someone and they tell you something interesting. For example, they say, "I just came back from Japan." How would you respond? Many learners might say only, "Oh, that's nice." But let's make it more natural and alive. You can say, "Really? That sounds amazing." Or, "Wow, how was it? What did you do there?" See how it changes the energy? Instead of stopping the conversation, you continue it. You show curiosity and connection. Now, repeat after me slowly. "Really? That sounds amazing." "Wow, how was it? What did you do there?" Good. Try saying them with emotion. That's how fluent English sounds. Now, let's look at another example. Your friend says, "I had a really busy day today." You can say, "Oh, I know that feeling." Or, "Same here. What made your day so busy?" Or, "That sounds exhausting. Are you okay now?" These are small, simple lines, but they make you sound warm, interested, and fluent. Let's practice this situation together. I'll say one line, and you repeat the natural response. I'm so tired today. You say, oh, I know that feeling. I just got promoted at work. You say, congratulations. That's amazing. My weekend was so boring. You say, really? What happened? Why was it boring? Perfect. These are reaction phrases. Native speakers use them all the time in real conversations. Let's go a bit deeper. Fluency isn't only about speaking fast. It's about responding naturally, without long pauses or stress. So here's a simple secret. When you don't know what to say next, use fillers or soft responses. Here are some examples. Well, actually, let me think. For example, well, I'm not sure, but maybe we could go out this weekend. I think learning English online is really helpful. Actually, I've never tried that before. These small words make your English sound relaxed and natural. Now let's do a short dialogue practice. A. Hey, do you want to go out for coffee later? B. Let me think. Yeah, why not? That sounds nice. A. Did you watch that new movie? B. Actually, not yet. Was it good? A. I'm thinking about moving to another city. B. Oh, really? That's a big decision. Where do you want to go? See how natural these sound? Try repeating each line out loud. Pause, listen to yourself, and feel the rhythm of real English. Now, let's practice another key part of fluency, asking questions naturally. Fluent speakers use short, casual questions to keep the flow alive. For example, really? Are you serious? Wow, what happened next? Then what did you do? Wait, how did you feel? These small questions show interest and make your English sound dynamic. Let's try a storytelling exercise. I'll start the story. Yesterday I was walking in the park when I suddenly saw my old teacher. I hadn't seen her in years. Now, if you were my conversation partner, what could you say? Maybe, really? What did you do? Or, wow, did she recognize you? Or, that must have been a surprise. Yes, exactly. That's how conversations grow. One person shares, the other reacts naturally. Now, here's a short conversation to shadow. A. I finally finished my project at work. B. Nice. That must feel like such a relief. A. Yeah, I stayed up all night to get it done. B. Oh, wow. You must be exhausted. A. Totally. I'm planning to sleep all day tomorrow. B. You deserve it. Listen carefully to the flow. Do you hear how smooth and natural it sounds? That's the kind of English you should aim for: relaxed, emotional, and connected. Now, let's talk about one more skill: showing emotion through tone. When you speak English, your voice is your most powerful tool. If you're happy, let your voice rise a little. If you're surprised, let your voice sound curious. If you're sad or serious, lower your tone slightly. Let's practice. Say this line as if you're truly happy. I can't believe it. I finally passed my exam. Now say this one as if you're disappointed. Oh no, I missed the bus again. Now say this one like you're surprised. Wait, what? You met her yesterday? And now like you're proud of yourself? I did it. I really did it. Good. Feel those emotions. Because fluency is not only about words, it's about energy. Now, here's your next challenge. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute about something that happened today. Try to use reaction phrases, fillers, and emotional tone. Then, if you feel confident, write a short version of your story in the comments below. I'd love to read what you write. It's a great way to practice and connect with other learners too. Remember this. The more you practice speaking, the more fluent you become. Even if you don't have someone to talk to, you can talk to yourself. Describe your day, express your thoughts, ask yourself questions. For example, you can say, okay, today I woke up early. I made some tea and read for a bit. Then I started working. It was a long day, but I learned something new. That's fluency. That's practice. Before we wrap up today's session, let's quickly review what we've learned. We practiced natural reactions. We learned how to use fillers. We practiced emotion and tone. And we learned how to make conversations flow naturally. In the next part, we'll put everything together, reaction, rhythm, and emotion, in real-life conversation practice. We'll also talk about confidence and how to speak English fluently, even when you feel nervous. So stay with me. The best part is coming soon. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which English expression from today did you like the most? And how do you usually react in English when someone tells you something surprising? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Ms. Fluent English, and share it with someone who's learning English too. I'm so proud of you for making it all the way here. You've come so far from learning to listen carefully, to speaking naturally, to telling stories with confidence. Now, it's time to put everything together. In this final part, we'll focus on real-life fluency practice, how to sound confident, calm, and natural in any English conversation. We'll also talk about how to think in English and overcome the fear of speaking. Let's begin. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. You're here, and you're ready to speak English fluently. Now, imagine this. You're sitting in a cafe in another country. Someone smiles at you and says, "Hey, are you from here? What do you do? Do you freeze? Do you panic? Or do you smile back and say, 'No, I'm visiting'? What about you?" That's fluency, not perfect grammar, but connection. Fluency is about communication, not perfection. It's about understanding others and helping them understand you. So today, let's practice 3 things. How to start conversations naturally. How to keep them going smoothly. How to stay confident even when you make mistakes. Let's start with how to begin a conversation. Here are some simple and natural ways. Hi, how's your day going? Hey, I like your jacket. Where did you get it? Excuse me, do you know a good place to eat around here? Hi, are you new here? I haven't seen you before. Now, repeat after me slowly and clearly. Hi, how's your day going? Excuse me, do you know a good place to eat around here? Hey, I like your jacket. Good. Do you feel how relaxed and natural that sounds? When you use lines like these, you sound friendly and confident, and people will respond warmly to you. Now let's move to keeping a conversation alive. The secret is to ask simple follow-up questions and show interest. For example, A. I just moved here last month. B. Oh, really? How do you like it so far? A. I'm studying English online. B. That's great. What kind of lessons are you taking? A. I work as a designer. B. Wow, that's interesting. What kind of designs do you make? C. You don't need difficult grammar. You just need curiosity and kindness. Now, let's shadow a short conversation together. A. Hey, how's it going? B. Pretty good, thanks. How about you? A. Not bad. I've been really busy lately, though. B. Yeah, same here. Work has been crazy. A. I know, right? But I'm trying to relax more these days. B. That's a good idea. We all need a break sometimes. Simple, friendly, real. That's how people actually talk. Now let's talk about the biggest challenge for most learners: fear. Have you ever felt afraid to speak English? Maybe you worry about making mistakes or about people judging your accent. Let me tell you something very important. Every fluent English speaker you've ever heard once made mistakes too. Fluency doesn't mean perfection. It means courage. It means speaking even when you're not sure. It means trying again and again until one day it feels natural. So, if you've ever felt shy, I want you to remember this. Every time you open your mouth to speak English, you're already winning. Now, let's practice a short inner conversation, something you can say to yourself before speaking English in real life. Repeat after me. I am confident. I am learning. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep speaking. Good. Feel that energy? That's self-belief. Now, let's put everything together in a final dialogue, one that feels real and everyday. A. Hey, what do you usually do after work? B. It depends. Sometimes I go for a walk. Sometimes I just watch a show. What about you? A. I like to read or call my friends. It helps me relax. B. That's nice. What kind of books do you like? A. Mostly self-development and language books. I love learning new things. B. That's awesome. I wish I had your motivation. A. You do. You just have to start small and keep going. This is real English friendly, natural, and full of small phrases that connect people. Now, let's talk about how to think in English. When you see something like a cup of coffee, don't translate it into your language. Just say to yourself, coffee, hot coffee, I like coffee. When you're walking, describe what you see in English. The sky is so blue today. I'm walking to work. There's a dog crossing the street. This helps your brain get used to thinking directly in English. That's how fluency grows, through daily, simple, natural use. Let's try it now. Look around you and describe what you see in English. It doesn't have to be perfect, just speak. Say what you notice, what you feel, what you're doing. If you practice this for even 5 minutes every day, your English will change faster than you think. Now, I want you to do one last exercise with me, a short reflection. Close your eyes for a second and imagine yourself 1 year from now. You're speaking English fluently. You're confident. You're calm. You can express your thoughts, share your feelings, and connect with people from all over the world. How does that feel? That future version of you is possible. In fact, it's already growing every time you practice with me, every time you repeat, every time you believe in yourself. So don't stop now. Keep practicing every day, even for a few minutes. Listen, repeat, shadow, and speak out loud. You're not just learning English. You're building confidence, courage, and connection. Before we finish today, I'd love to hear from you. What part of this series helped you the most? Was it learning how to tell stories, how to use reaction phrases, or how to speak with emotion? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one of them, and your stories always inspire me. And if you enjoyed this journey, please like this video, subscribe to Ms. Fluent English, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. You are amazing. You've worked hard, practiced with heart, and shown true dedication. Always remember this. Fluency begins with courage. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep shining with confidence. This is Ms. Fluent, and I'll see you again in the next lesson where your English will grow even stronger. Take care and keep speaking English every single day.